Take a nice deep breath in and slowly release it. Take another deep breath in, and when you release it this time, relax the muscles around your eyes and your face, your neck and your shoulders. Relax all the muscles in your arms and your abdomen, in the thighs of your legs and the calves of your legs, all the way down to the feet. Starting with 1, relax, relax. 2, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper down into hypnosis. 3, allow your mind to focus on something peaceful and take your mind to that place where you feel safe and secure. 4, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper down into pure relaxation. 5, feeling more and more relaxed, more and more peaceful and serene. 6, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper down into pure relaxation. 7, feeling calmer and calmer, beginning to feel very peaceful and serene as you just relax and know that you are safe and secure wherever you are. 8, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper down into hypnosis. 9, feeling 10 times more relaxed than you were a moment ago as you drift into a beautiful, blissful place where you can just relax and switch off all the negative thoughts that are racing around in your mind, remembering they are just memories and you are in control of releasing these memories whenever you need to, by taking yourself to a beautiful, peaceful place where you feel happy, peaceful, and serene. You are listening to me now because you have been through an experience that no one should ever have to go through. And as a result of that experience, you have suffered some undesirable after effects. You are aware that nothing anyone can say can change whatever it is or whatever it was that happened. No matter what it was, we cannot change it. And it might seem as though no one can understand what you have endured, which in a way is perfectly correct, as we all respond to situations in our own unique way. However, what I can do with your cooperation, of course, is to help you to come to terms with what happened and realize that you are a survivor rather than a victim. And even though it is difficult to believe at the moment, you do have a future, and a very bright one at that. You possibly feel that you have hit rock bottom, and if you do, perhaps you can already see that you can only go up. But you have to do your part as well. I'm not a magician, and unfortunately, I can't just wave a magic wand and make it all disappear. So I would like to ask you to go along with the things that I say, even if you feel you are pretending, because if you pretend enough, your imagination will eventually take over and turn your imaginings into a new reality. Your imagination is your most powerful asset, and it is vital that you channel it into a position and positive direction. If you don't do this, then negativity can take hold and try to lead you back to that downward path. So I want you to harness your imagination as you would with a horse. Pull the reins now and again when necessary, especially when you need to change direction, or shout "whoa" when you want your beast to stop. And the beast for you is your nightmares and all of the visions and flashbacks that you receive. Horses are beautiful, faithful creatures, and they instinctively know their way back home. They can lead you on wild adventures or take you back to the safety that you're craving. But before we embark on our journey, I would like to suggest some practical tips for coming to terms with what happened to you. And as I'm sure you are aware, the most important thing you can do is to talk openly and honestly to people who you care about and who care about you, and tell them how you are feeling. After all, people may think you are coping well. They cannot see what is going on in your mind or your body. So if they think you are all right, they probably don't want to risk talking about the event in case it reminds you. Trauma survivors can experience a whole range of emotions. These could include fear or anger, lack of confidence, or a feeling that nothing in life is worth it anymore. So if you haven't already done so, and if it is appropriate, I would like to suggest that you join a support group or some sort of place where you can go and feel safe and secure, where you can air your feelings with others who have had a similar experience. And if there is no support group in your area, perhaps you could consider starting one in order to help others who have lived through what you did. Just getting together once a week or fortnight can help you feel better and less alone in what happened. The next thing I'd recommend is making exercise a regular part of your life. This could be any sort of exercise that you enjoy. It might be kickboxing, wrestling, running or weightlifting, or even walking along the beach. Or it could be cycling, swimming, playing rugby or tennis. It really doesn't matter what form of exercise you use, as long as you enjoy it. This will help to release the endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain, and lift your mood. So we have dealt with the practicalities, and now let us begin. We have several tools in our workbox that can help. It is important to find one that suits you, so I will describe a few different ones. These are techniques you can use as and when you need them. For example, if you experience panic or flashbacks, outbursts of anger, or episodes of sadness, pent-up feelings of anger. I know you have been experiencing episodes of sadness or anger, so I want you to go inside and locate those feelings. Where do you feel them? Are they in your abdomen, your heart, your head, or somewhere else in your body? Get in touch with those feelings now. Give them a name and a color. What color would you say that anger or sadness is? Give those feelings a shape. They could be hard and prickly, or maybe they feel like a heavy brick in that area of your body. It could be that those feelings are slimy like jelly, or like rubber or putty, or something else, or perhaps they feel jagged or sharp. Use your imagination to form your own personal impression of those feelings. Feel the weight and the shape. Perhaps they even have a sound. If so, notice it now, and I'm just going to be quiet for a moment or two. That's good. And now that you have located those feelings, I wonder if you can imagine if there is more than one, that they are fusing together into one single mass. And as you notice that feeling and its position in your body, I want you to find you can move it. Perhaps it moves easily and smoothly, or it might need a bit of a push. But I want you to move that mass to another area of your body. Feel it moving to your right shoulder, at the top of your arm, and then slowly working down through the arm. That feeling is moving down your right arm, past your right wrist, and into your hand. Hold it there in the palm of your hand, and when you can feel it there, when you can feel that weight and shape and color, and perhaps even its temperature and the way that it sounds, bend your fingers and thumb together the object and hold it there in your right hand. This object in your right hand represents the unwelcome feelings that you have been experiencing since the trauma occurred. And now it is time to be rid of those feelings. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to release them by opening your right hand and blowing or throwing them away, sending them where they deserve to be. When you are ready to be free of those negative feelings, just allow your fingers to relax and release them. That's right. Just relax and release them when I say the word now. Now. Get rid of those unwanted feelings. You didn't invite them, and they have no right to be in your body. Blow them away or throw them away. Eliminate them once and for all. Let go right now. And as you blow or throw those feelings away, notice how your body begins to feel lighter and freer, as though a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. And a weight has lifted off you. It is gone, and you are free to get on with the business of living in the now. Living in the here and the now, and not your past. As those negative feelings disappear, imagine you are surrounded by an aura of positive golden energy, that consists of calm and peaceful feelings, feelings of peace and tranquility, as you realize that the past is the past, and that's where it belongs. You cannot change it. You can only accept that it happened and make a decision to move on, to continue living a life that is free and worth living, a life full of courage and compassion and accumulated wisdom. I know you have been experiencing flashbacks relating to that trauma, and this has been getting you down. I want to show you a way to dispel or reduce or eliminate those flashbacks and free yourself from the associated anxieties. Think for a moment about whatever negative self-beliefs you formed from that experience and write them on a scale of 1 to 10. Perhaps you felt as though you could have done more, or maybe you felt as though you had failed or let someone down. Now I want you to choose a new positive self-belief that better represents how you would like to feel. And again, select a number from 1 to 10 that represents how true you believe this to be. Now I'd like you to pick a specific picture from a scene or a target event that best represents how you feel about your negative belief. Let me know once you have done this. Good. Now picture that scene in your mind as you take some nice, deep, comfortable breaths. That's right. Breathe in, hold for 3, and breathe out. Each time you exhale, your body can relax more and more. And as you see the image in your mind, and as you breathe deeply, I want you to open and close your eyes several times as you do this. You can talk about the event or what you are seeing in your mind if you wish. Or if you prefer, you don't have to say anything at all. It is entirely your choice as to whether you do or whether you don't. But whichever you decide, I want you to keep breathing steadily in and out, holding each one for the mental count of 3 before breathing out and opening and closing your eyes. You can start this whenever you are ready. Good. Now I want you to blank that scene from your mind and focus on your positive self-belief. Great. Now I want you to tell me or make a mental note in your head using the scale of 1 to 10 how true your negative belief is to you now. If the number hasn't reduced, repeat the exercise several times if necessary. You can then move into another picture from the traumatic event. I'd like you to create a scene in your mind, and onto that screen, I would like you to project the most traumatic of those memories that have been affecting you for a very long time. You might like to take a break or to break down these memories into small chunks and rate each one of them on a scale of 1 to 10, depending on how much they bother you. A rating of 1 would mean that it hardly bothers you at all, while 10 would be the most traumatic. When you come to view this screen in your mind, I want you to be aware that you are standing some distance away, as though you were watching an event from afar. and it was happening to someone else. As you go through your memories of that event, I want you to know and to understand that you are completely safe and distanced from any negative emotions, and at no time will you feel as though you are back there. I repeat, you are completely safe and watching this screen from a distance, and whatever you see, feel or hear cannot and will not affect you in the same way it did in the past. You are also holding a remote control, so if any time you need to or you want to stop watching the screen, all you need to do is press pause or stop, and the images and the sounds and the emotions and memories will instantly disappear. Okay, when you are ready, I want you to press go on your remote and watch and listen as that event commences. Very good. You are doing really well. Now I want you to rewind the scene very quickly in your mind and go back to the beginning, to when the screen was blank. Now as you look at the screen, I want you to notice how there are ropes that are attached to the screen and to you. These ropes have been binding that unpleasant memory to you, and soon, very soon, we are going to free you of any negative emotions associated with that painful event. Okay, so I want you to press play or go again. But this time when you watch what happened, notice how the colors are dimmer, the sound is muted, and the negative feelings are diminishing. Great. And now I want you to look to the side of you and notice an implement there that will help you to cut through those ropes. Can you see it? Pick it up and cut the ropes. And the moment you cut through the very last piece of thread, notice how the screen begins moving backwards away from you. It is moving further and further back. The sound is so quiet and muffled. The image is barely visible, and the feelings are so minute that you can hardly sense them. And in a moment the screen will totally disappear. It is gone. The screen has completely gone, and so have the memories and any negative emotions that are associated with them. You are free. You are free from the negative feelings and emotions that bothered you so much. Yes, you know that the event happened and you cannot change history, but you have freed yourself from the painful reminders and negative feelings, and now it is time to move on. Move on and up. Bring back the white screen now. See, it is totally clean. And on this screen, I want you to place an image of yourself as a person who has healed. You are no longer a victim of the past. You are a survivor. And as such, you have plenty of life to look forward to. See yourself and how you are surrounded by new opportunities. You might even move the images into the future and notice what you will be doing in 2 or 3 years' time. You can make plans for the future now, knowing that everything will work out for the best. Now notice this future that you're sitting on a horse. It is your horse, a beautiful, faithful creature, and you hold the reins. You are stable and comfortable, and able to direct your horse to whatever you wish to go. You are fully able to harness your emotions and channel your energy into productive activities and a happy and fulfilling life. Your horse is ready to begin its journey. You are ready, and it is time to go. I will be quiet for a few moments, and in the silence, allow your subconscious mind to identify all the resources that you need for your new adventure in life. In a moment, I will count the numbers from 1 to 5, and at the count of 5, you will be fully alert and refreshed. 1, 2, 3, coming slowly back. 4, eyelids becoming lighter, perhaps even flickering, and 5, open eyes, wide awake, ready to begin your adventure in life. Eyes open, wide awake, mind and body returning to full conscious awareness.